currently heading over to the start line. I'm feeling pretty good. It's just really cold outside, but I got the beanie on, and yeah, feeling good. So yeah. All right, guys. Right about now is when we did our warm up. We just try to keep it easy, and we had our Vaporflies on just in case if the race started early. Because last year it ended up starting early, and we weren't prepared. So this year we tried to warm up a little bit earlier this time to get there, so that we had enough time for everything. James, how you feeling about this meet?
I'm feeling great.
Thank you, Turkey Trot.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Turkey Trot, here we go.
It's pretty cold outside, but we're all ready. We're all excited, and
let's look at this dub.
We got 4 representing, so
we're gonna stick together.
Let's go. Let's go.
Get rid of it right here.
Marco and Connor, you're not here. I know you're listening to this. And the Hogue is here, Marco. And the Hogue is
actually here. We're not kidding.
This is for Marco Cunningham.
It's for Marco. This is
Marco Cunningham.
Yes,
This
sir.
is for you.
Annual Marco Day. You gotta ask him.
In
What do
honor
you
of
think
Marco
about
Day.
annual Marco?
How do you feel about?
Right about now, guys, we decided to do some strides. At this point, it was like 10 or 15 minutes before the race started, so we wanted to loosen up the legs and make sure we had some speed in our legs before the race started. So we just did a couple of strides, like maybe 3 strides in the video. And honestly, at this point, like I said, everything was feeling pretty good. We didn't really expect the weather this day. It was pretty windy outside. I didn't really expect it. It was cold though, which is what I enjoyed. But we just did some strides, one after another, and started to feel like a cross-country team again. But like I said, we did some quick strides.
So windy.
Everything was feeling great. The GoPro didn't bother me.
So windy. Put your head down,
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
I was really looking forward to this race. Fast forward to when we got on the start line. This is when everyone was about ready to race, and by this point everyone was pretty cool from the wind and weather overall previously before the race had even started. But as you can see, there's a lot of people, and our goal was just to get up there in the front.
On your mark. Get set.
Boom! That's when the race started, and everyone out flying right now was me going around like 430 pace, as you can see. And at this point, everyone was just out there full adrenaline. And there's even a couple of people that would be leading the pack for maybe like a minute or so. And there goes James on the right, and we have two of the fastest people, of course, my coach Jacob on the left, and then my brother on the right, as they come up on my shoulder and they start helping me and everyone else work together as we grind out this first mile. And what was nice about this course is that it was just straight road, just pavement right here. And this is a video that one of the spectators, part of my family, got. So we are out here pushing the pace right from the gun, and by this point we started to catch up to some of the people that went out sprinting at the start. So that was pretty nice knowing that everyone wasn't going to run 5:20s, 5:30s at the start. So I knew at this point we had a pretty good shot at catching up to the top group. So here we are working together and continuing to grind out the course as we come up on the half mile already. So we're doing pretty good right now, and we're running by the lake, and the wind wasn't as bad thanks to my group that I was a part of helped block out the wind at the start, and so I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, we're passing by some trees right now, just going through the nice scenery that Waco provides. And yeah, we're pushing the pace a bit. Those 2 guys in front, my brother and my coach, start to drop me a bit, which is kind of crazy because of the pace we're going out in. But here we are, pushing it first mile. It was a good thing because starting out fast sometimes helps you ease into the pace. So that was what I liked about the start. And here I am, a little bit behind, which is something I didn't really want. But I kind of knew from the gun that they were going to be pushing this pace really hard. So we just hit like mile 1 back there already. So everything went by pretty quick, honestly. And now we're going a little bit farther down Cameron Park, a little bit past the Cameron Park Zoo, as you saw there. And now we're coming up on the halfway point already. And honestly, the temperature and the wind, I couldn't really feel at this point, but I was just focusing on grinding it out. And here we are passing by halfway point already. So at this point in the race, I was feeling pretty good. Adrenaline had wore off at this point, and making that halfway turn really made it hard. And there we go, we passed by James, and it made it hard making the turnaround to go back now. So it was really all about grinding it out and pushing at this point, because that top group had dropped me. So now it's just me, and maybe there's like a person 10 seconds behind me. But at this point, it was just myself pushing, and I had a couple people, groups cheer me on at this point, which is nice for the motivation. I definitely needed it, and it was nice to see the community come out here and put forth an effort, especially on Thanksgiving. Not many people want to come out here and just rip a 5K, or in this case. So it was nice to see the amount of people that showed up. I think there's maybe over 1,000 people, so it was really nice seeing all these costumes and just Waco community that you don't really get to see often. So now we're approaching mile 2, which is nice, knowing that we only had a mile left in the race. So at this point of the race, I was just focusing on not stepping my foot off the gas, because if I did, it'd be easy to lose the pace I had already been going at, especially because I was in no man's land right now. So that made it kind of hard, especially knowing that. So here we are, mile 2 coming up. I'm not sure if this is totally accurate, but it says I come through mile 2 or around like 10:40 something. That'd be a new PR for me. I'm not sure if that's true, but yeah, I keep on pushing right here. I'm making sure to keep pushing, as you know, last mile is always pretty hard, especially if you're by yourself. But I just continue to grind it out. I'm slowing down a lot, as you can see by the pacing, but I try to push it a little bit more so that, you know, my pace doesn't fall off completely. So after the first mile, I knew it was going to be a hard race, knowing that I went out pretty hard. But here we are coming through the bridge, and it just gave me some relief knowing that I could see the bridge, because I knew the bridge was where the finish line was. So I made sure to not let my foot off the gas, and at this point in the race, you got to make sure to be mentally strong and push yourself, so that when you get to the end, you know, you don't got anything left in the tank. Is how I think of it. You just gotta push yourself as hard as you can. So we're coming up on almost half a mile again, and by this point I'm pretty tired, honestly, especially from the last 2 miles. We were out in a pretty fast pace, so at this point of the race, I was just trying to keep my pace, keep my form, and keep my mind straight, because the weather and all these factors that made it hard, especially during the race. So make sure to pump my arms, and we're going up we're going up a little hill right now, passing by a memorial on the left. But I'm just making sure to grind it out right here. And I know the guys are way ahead of me right now, but my goal is to try to catch up to them as much as I can. I know they're not too far ahead of me, but we'll see. And coming up on a crowd here, and got some motivation from my family on the sidelines, so that was nice. And that was me as I come by. So back into the action, coming by the bridge. At this point, my heart rate was through the roof. I think my max heart rate's around like 200, so I was definitely not thinking straight. That's why I was running on the right side of the bridge. I don't know why I did that, but it was nice knowing that I didn't like drop the pace that much, but I do slow down a little bit. So I continue grinding on this bridge, and I'm coming up on the point of the race where you go downhill, which is like a quick turn. And this turn wasn't too bad compared to the halfway point one, but I go in a turn here, and I know by this point I'm getting close to the finish. So it's like a little downhill. You could probably tell by the elevation and the pace helped me a lot to get a quick little boost. And I was feeling pretty good knowing that the end was near, as the bridge was coming up where the finish line is. So I go ahead and turn left right here and head on over the bridge once again. Try to grind it out on my arms a little bit. I know the end is near, so I'm starting to push it a little bit. And all that adrenaline is finally worn off, especially after the first mile. So this is all pain and just grit right now. I slow it down a lot as I make this turn, but I make sure to not put my foot off the gas right here, knowing that I was so close. Here I am crossing under the bridge, so by this point I'm so close, and I only got like a couple minutes left and then I'll be finished with the race. So I come up this little steep slope right here, and I just continue to pull my arms. It slowed me down a little bit, but knowing I was this close, I didn't really care. I just wanted to get past the finish line at this point. So here I am, backstretch, and by this point my brother had finished with a phenomenal time of I think 16:30 something. But here I am at 3 miles, and I'm so close. It's just this backstretch, which is the final part of the race. As you can tell on the map, I'm so close. I'm at the very end. Just at this point, I can't really think straight. I'm just focusing on getting to the finish line, trying to keep my pace, composure, and anything to keep me from slowing down. So I come up, and I got like 10 seconds left in the race, and here I go. Big crowd, and here I am to pass the finish line. And this is a quick photo that I got, but here we go. I hit 3.1, and this is as I pass the finish line. You see everything. It's just nice knowing that I finished right here. So new PR, 17:17, feeling pretty good. I miss Aiden's high five because honestly I was just so tired right there. The number one guy had already started his cooldown, which is pretty funny. I think he ran like 60 minutes, but I was just really dead at this point. Yeah, I just wanted to sit down on the grass and.
New PR.
Right here, I'm going to get my medal, which I didn't get at the end because I was so tired. And this is a photo that I got with her medals on. And yeah, this is right when they're about to call us up to award us. And yeah, here we go. We go on the podiums right here, and I'm not smiling, but I swear I'm happy. At this point, it was just me being so tired. And thanks Mouseplit for posting me, by the way. And yeah, shout out to James, by the way, for coming out here and having fun. That's officially it, and we're done with the Turkey Trot 2024. So we'll see you next year. How we do.